Looks like we're live. Super.
Perfect. Hi, guys.
So I'm Michael from NEMUER, and right now we are in Prague in my home studio. And it is my great honor to have a very special. Just a sec. Yes, no. And it is my great honor to have a very special guest with me, which is
Hi.
Klara Sedlo.
Hi, I'm Klara.
Amazing artist, painter, and my friends.
Thank you.
So today we're going to talk a bit about our collaboration projects. So basically, NEMUER Music with Clara's visual paintings and our upcoming film.
Mhm.
We're going to say a little bit about what we've done so far, what we are going to do, what is our process,
Mhm.
and of course, what we already have done since the crowdfunding. Then we'll give you some room for your questions, and we will hold a raffle to actually choose the winners. Yeah. Yes, we are going to
With our
choose
names in it, and we will.
Yeah, we're going to choose six
Pick up
people, our supporters who contributed in our crowdfunding campaign. So yeah, I think that's about the introduction. And okay, so for those who don't know, we had a crowdfunding campaign in 2023. I think it was autumn.
Yeah, it finished in autumn, I guess,
And
successfully. Thanks
yeah,
to you.
thank you so
So
much.
thank you very much.
And it was basically about musicalizing the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Thanks to collaboration with Egyptologists, we were able to resurrect the ancient language. We basically covered main themes in the Book of the Dead, and we did a music album, but we asked you for your help to be able to make a short film as well, which happened. We succeeded, thanks to you, and now
Now we are working on a film, which is where I come into the team, or I was making the cover for the album too. But the main thing I'm working on is the art film. So
yeah. So what we have already done is actually the music album.
Yeah.
And we released it basically immediately after the crowdfunding campaign ended. And we also did a music video, which actually I think perfectly showcases what the film will be about.
Yeah. It was already, as you may know, with my illustrations and paintings, which were animated into the short clip.
Yes, and so this music video is actually first part of the upcoming film.
Yeah.
It's a combination of animated paintings and live action that we actually shot with us NEMUER performing musical instruments, etc. And the film will be something like a bigger version of that, basically a collection of the music videos. And yeah, so it's not a normal film, but
but it's actually fun because it's like the journey through the underworld, and it has like a beginning and end, and it takes you through the underworld.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I think like the idea and the music. So I'm happy to work on it because it's really cool.
And I'm glad to have you.
Thank you.
On the team. So yeah, of course, to be able to fully cover the Book of the Dead, we would need hours. But we did our best, and we're doing our best to, to cover the essence.
Yeah, to pick up the most important parts and and do a short film.
And what we will do in the film is there will be like 2 more music videos, one of which will be fully animated, and we are actually working on it right now. Well, not
not right now,
yeah.
but yeah, in these days, weeks and months.
And we will show you today a little bit of what we can already show, unveil. And then there will be another clip, music video, which will be a bit longer, and it will be again a combination of live action and animated. So that would be like 3 tracks from the album, plus there will be some additional animated content to make the film around, well, roughly like 15 to 20 minutes long. Yeah, so we have some greetings here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming.
Sounds good. Yeah. Happy to hear.
Yeah. And if you have some questions, I know I said there will be a room for it later, but feel free to ask even now. And maybe if there's something interesting, we can reply even now or when we find it right. So yes, the plan is to release the next music video first. We're not going to release the full film because you would have to wait a lot of time.
A long time, yeah, a long time.
So we prefer to release it step by step, divide it into smaller chunks. And the next one will be actually a music video for Sun God Ra's Solar Bark track. And that one will be animated and very beautiful, as you will soon see.
Which means we are doing like the whole scenes and the sets, and then implying the figures and the stuff in it, which is really kind of like a hard process, because you have to think of everything in the scene and make the scene even like larger to have like details and zooms and stuff like that. So
yeah, we will talk a bit about the process soon, but I'll just finish with some rough deadlines which we would like to share. And because I know that you waited long, it's been like half a year since the crowdfunding, but we were busy. And so the deadline, approximate deadline for the next music video will be this September. And then for the next music video, it should be like the beginning of 2025. And ideally, the whole film would be fully completed and released by autumn 2025. So I know it's a long time ahead, but it really takes time.
And we don't have a big crew to work on that,
That's true.
Usually when you do an animated movie, you have like a lot of people working on it, so we don't.
So now I think it's actually a good time to talk about the process.
About the process. So basically for me it's really interesting to be part of this project, because I like this, I can be a part of a music band, I always wanted to be a part of a music band, but I don't play anything and I don't sing very well, so so I couldn't. But this is a great opportunity to be part of a music project for me. And the process usually looks like this. We sit down and we talk about the storyboard, which usually Michael comes up with a storyboard, and then we talk about it and do some details, change something and stuff like that. Out of the storyboard, I have a pretty solid plan what I should paint or do based on the scenes, close-ups, and stuff like that, and I start working on it. But for example, the animation we will show you today, it took me several canvases, because I had to do layers. Like I had to do the scene, the whole scene, the river with the hills and the sunset, and then I had to do all those trees and grass and flowers and stuff like this solo, so we can put it together, and then the ship and of course the bird and everything that will be there. So it's everything doing like like a one, and then we put it together on layers. And for example, the reflection of the boat in the river, it was like, I don't know, maybe days of thinking about how to do it, because I usually do oil paintings, and when you do oil paintings, the process is kind of different. So I came up with a solution, but it turned out to be too complicated to be animated, although I thought it looked cool. And so we had to change it a little bit. And yeah, so the process also contains these times or moments when you are just trying to solve something, and it takes like days and weeks until you find out how to do it exactly. And yeah, the water reflection, it's like a big deal, really. So I'm not happy that there is a river in the underworld right now. I would prefer it to be like, I don't know, solid ground.
We'll soon show you what we're talking
Yeah,
about because it's better to see. But yeah, I think many people don't realize that we don't do digital paintings, but
Yeah.
it's actually
Yeah, it's hand
really
painted.
painted.
I actually take a canvas and I hand paint everything that you see in the video, or it is either hand painted or like movie, like action, like,
Yeah,
or
live
photos.
action.
But everything that is painted is from me, is hand painted on canvas. So it means I have really several canvases, like stretch canvases, and I do things on that. So yeah, it's quite a process
Yeah,
to do that. But I think it's cool. Like it brings something different to it, when it's really like hand painted than digital artwork. It's something different, I think so.
definitely. I think it gives it
Yeah.
a unique feel, and yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
And yeah, by the way, hi to all the
Yeah.
latecomers.
Yeah, I will
Thanks for
just check
coming.
the comments if there's something.
Yeah, there are some questions already. So
Yeah, this one. It's yeah. This. Do you guys experiment with other instruments like Aztec? Yeah, it's for you.
yeah, so the question if we experiment with other instruments like Aztec, dead whistles, crow calls, and other various things. Well, of course, it's like with every album, we focus on a different ancient culture. So we are uh, always experimenting, and often the instruments come earlier than the songs and earlier than the bigger ideas, and they lead us to to the actual songs and ideas. Yeah, there's another one. So is it still possible to support the project? Yeah,
Yeah, but
think so.
we finished the crowdfunding, so the link or the crowdfunding is not open anymore. But I think it's possible to support it. Maybe you do have some like account for
Yeah,
that, or maybe you can do some.
I think it's best if you just send us email or a message, and yes, we still accept the contributions, but of course some of the rewards are no longer available.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, of course, you can still contribute, and we will very much appreciate it. Because yes, it's a big project
Yeah.
for such a small team.
Exactly. And I saw another question. Yeah, I would love to know where this creative process of the film began. So I think it began in your mind, and you came to me then to ask if I want to.
Yeah,
it.
it was actually yeah. I was sailing. I literally was sailing on the Nile River while this idea struck me as good, and to collaborate with Klara.
So it was maybe an idea from old Egyptian gods, like
Yeah,
you were enlightened
possibly.
in that moment and you saw that idea.
Yeah, and it was actually amazing because the sun was setting, and like you saw the Nile in its all beauty, and like all the trees, all the flora. And that actually inspired us for what you will see very soon. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
maybe now is actually the
Yeah, I will
time.
just check if oh, and there
Oh yeah, there's another
another
question I missed actually. Will the film be all anime or a mix of performances as well? Well, we already answered that, but
it will be a mix of both, but
yeah,
the clip we are right now working on, it will be animated, and then in the second part there will be also like live action and movie clips filmed
yeah,
with you and
yeah.
with NEMUER.
Uh, yeah was there any part of the musical process that was challenging to finish technically or to make right? It sounds like the video creating has been just as challenging. Oh, Oscar. Hi, Oscar. Good
Hi.
to see you. Or read you. Yes, of course, there were many challenging parts, but musical process, well, like it took almost 5 years to actually finish the whole album, and yes, there were some times that I got creative block, and I couldn't continue. And actually there was I had the album like almost finished in my mind. I had like the rough sketch and all the compositions, but at the time I wasn't very skilled with the technical part of it, and got a little bit stuck. But then I actually collaborated with my friends and a trailer music composer, Tomáš Oliva, who actually helped me so much with getting out of the writing block, or however it is called. And then, of course, there were other challenges with the film alone, because we had quite unrealistic deadlines for Gates of Duat, and just it was insane. Everything was delayed, but the deadline was already set. We were supposed to have a live premiere, like a physical premiere in a club in Prague, so we couldn't really change it.
Yeah.
And basically I was in the situation that we were touring, and we performed in Norway at Midgard's Blood, and well, on our way back, I was thinking, okay, I have only like 2 weeks to actually finish the the music video, and yeah, that was some tough
Yeah,
period.
that's also like one of the reasons why when we were thinking about the other deadlines for the movie, we didn't want to be too tough on ourselves. So it's I think it's better to have more time to finish it than to be like under pressure and stressed. And and it's really not only better for us but for the final movie too, when we have
Definitely.
more time. So
yeah. And fortunately now we don't have to deal with too many things at the same time, which by the time of Gates of Duat completion we actually had to, because the crowdfunding preparations and also a live premiere of the album, our release party concert, there were many issues. Also the live band's problems and other things.
a lot of things.
Yeah, so yes, it was pretty stressful by the end of the crowdfunding, and since then we had to relax a little bit, and actually just recently got back to
exactly
full working
and
mode.
it was really hard also because I had really tough 2023 year. I had so many like my own project, and it really like I wasn't feeling pretty well and stressed out from everything. So that's good that we don't have to rush now to have it all finished in a month.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I think now we can actually show a little bit of
Yeah, no more questions, I see.
what we worked on. So I will try to share the screen. There won't be any sound. It's just a video. But if you want to listen to the track, it's called Sun God Ra Solar Bark.
Yeah, and I guess it doesn't have like the finished
Yeah,
final touches.
definitely.
Like, that will be done when it's all
Definitely.
together. But this is the most final thing, because otherwise we have like animated parts and we are putting it together, and this one is already put together. So
yeah. So just to give you a rough idea.
Yeah.
But not so rough.
Not so rough.
I think it already looks pretty good. Okay, so if you want to comment on...
Yeah, so I'm really proud on the river here, because it took me like a lot of time. Now, really, it's so this is the river with in you told me that in the underworld there is like sun shining all day. It's not like totally dark place or in the beginning of this clip. So I was thinking how to put it together, and the best thing is to take the colors into yellow and orange, because I think it most resembles the feeling we want to capture. So I really went into these warm colors. So which is what you see here right now. And yeah, so you can play it, I guess, the animation.
Yeah, so animations, of course, are just, like not polished yet, but it's more just to give you idea of the whole picture, of the visual part. So here you can see, the Sun God Ra's boat.
And this is as I was talking about the reflection, I'm still arguing that it should be a bit warmer. And these are the details that we are solving.
Okay, and here you can actually see which is, well, I don't want to go into detail, but
they accompany Ra.
Yeah, but it's a form which a deceased can take and can join Sun God Ra.
Yeah.
But more importantly, for this Q&A or for this live streaming, you will actually, or 6 of you will have the opportunity to become one of the souls or ba birds.
Yeah, because the face I draw based on a photo I was given, and actually in the mythology there is a bird, and the head usually has like a human skin color. But which was my idea first, to like make the bird and just put a human head on it. But when I was working on it, I thought it would be really cool if the head matches the feathers, like the color would be the color of the bird. Just it's not a bird-shaped head, but a human head. So I went for this, which I slightly changed the original pictures from ancient Egypt, but I think it looks much better than if it was just like a human skin there. It would be kind of weird and not so like nicely complex and working together. So I went for this, and this is how I will be doing all the ba birds. All the faces will be basically blue or in the shades of green and white, and maybe just like the feathers there on the bird. So yeah, and we of course have another birds from sitting bird, and but from with head from front. But this one looks the best, we think. And it's actually flying. The other one is sitting. So so this is the best.
So you will become part of the whole movie, of the whole
you will
film.
become a bird,
You,
which is something you can say no to.
yeah, and it's actually very likely that it will not be only in this music video, because we wanted to make this scene actually compatible with the next music video,
Yeah.
which will be for repelling Apophis, which
Yeah, yeah.
obviously will take much darker,
Yeah.
much darker turn.
Yeah. Basically, the river itself takes a darker turn, and it's for me in my head when I work on it, it's like still the same river, and I just put another river canvas, and it's getting darker and darker, so we can really do uh, the boat on the river and changing the surroundings. So in the end, I will have like a really long river canvas, like really long.
Yeah. And I think it will be a really cool contrast, because this part is more like sunny, and because
Yeah.
there is still, like Samgodra, like being the main figure, and then Apophis, basically the embodiment of darkness, chaos,
Yeah.
evil, giant serpent appear, and that will be
Yeah, and
very
so basically the
dark.
river will turns into like a storm and something really not good looking, not good looking weather, and which is also for me when I was putting it together, interesting contrast, because as the river now, what you saw is yellow, but then it will turn into more dark and shades of blue and purple, which is complementary to the uh, orange and yellow colors. So it will be really good looking, I think, when it's put together.
Yeah, and in the next music video, in the one with Apophis, there will be this live action part as well, where we will actually reproduce the more than 5,000 years old ritual of breaking pots and repelling Apophis. So I think it will be a very interesting journey, and very intense journey as well.
Yeah.
And as you maybe have noticed, those three songs, Gates of Duat, Samgodra, Solar Bark, and Repelling Apophis, actually go one after each other in the sequence of the album. So it will be smooth, and it all makes sense, I think, for the film. So
I'll just check out if there's any
I
question.
think now is actually a good time for your questions, if you have any.
Oh, thank you. There are nice words on the bird and everything. Oh, beautiful colors. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that you love it. It's amazing. Oh yeah, a question from social media: how long will be the film? We already said in the beginning, like 15 to 20 minutes. We will see, but it's approximately how long it will be. Yeah, perfect. So I'm really happy you like it. Happy to hear that.
Yeah. Somebody saying, "Oh yeah, Oscar, you made it out in good shape. Thank you for sharing."
Yeah, and
thank you for being
here. Someone Emerald says, "I want to be a barbird."
Yeah. Well,
to be a barbird flying over Nile. Nile.
Yeah. So if there's no question now, maybe we can.
It's time.
Yeah, maybe it's now time to actually hold a raffle and choose 6 of you who contributed, to our crowdfunding campaign. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. The whole film wouldn't be possible, and we really appreciate it. And so this is, just like a bonus, like extra thing to give you. Of course, we cannot give it to every contributor. There were I think over 170 people.
Yeah, I can make 170 barbirds,
which is amazing.
Too much.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. It's
Thank you
really
so much.
amazing. So,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So you first go. You go first.
We can show that it's
Okay,
not rigged.
so,
Okay, there is
yeah.
a lot of
names.
a lot of names, and we are going to, just randomly choose. By the way, this spot is actually this. It says up office, and it should be actually destroyed.
Yeah.
It's for the ritual that we normally perform at the concert, and will be also in the new music video. But yes, without further ado, let's.
How many of the pods do you have? Like, you have really many. You have to crash them on every live.
Yeah, well, it's a sacrifice. It needs to be done.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
So-
you can
Okay,
start.
so
I think.
I will mix it a little bit. I'm not looking, and I will pick up one name.
Good luck, everybody.
I have one name. I have two names in my head, and well, yeah, one. Okay, and it's Johannes Frelich. I will show it on the camera. I hope I can do it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm holding it from the wrong hand.
Congrats, Frelich, Johannes.
Yeah, it's really. I can focus
Yeah.
that, but I guess you can see it
think
somehow.
it's
Yeah, I think it's visible. So, Johannes Frelich,
Yeah,
congratulations!
Congrats.
And so now you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
okay.
I can try. Right. It's actually tough.
You have two big hands to fit in there.
Okay. So Katka says that it was visible actually.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so who is there? Oh, Michael Che. So congratulations, Michael Che.
Will you maybe if you show it with the hand on the it is visible
This.
somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can put it
Congrats.
here.
Michael is actually amazing composer of classical music.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah, it's
Congratulations.
amazing.
Okay,
And
so
our supporter.
will you hold it for
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
And
sure.
I will pick up another name. Okay. I'll pick some from down from the bottom
Yeah,
of
so
the pot.
4 more to go.
So the third one is I have only one, yes. Alina Riza. I hope I read it well.
Yes, Alina.
Yeah.
Riza. Congrats.
It's complicated to focus
Yeah,
that, but it's visible.
It's
Yeah.
visible, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations to the third one.
Congrats.
And
So we're
your
in
turn.
a half. Okay.
And when your hand gets stuck in there, we have to smash it.
Oh yeah. Apophis.
Yeah,
is going
it's
to
a
be
riff off of this.
very angry. Okay, so Witcher Armin. I don't know German, so I cannot really pronounce it.
I know a little bit.
Witcher now, but
I think there's maybe like it is Witcher now, but
Witcher.
it should be Witcher maybe. I don't know, but I will show it.
Yeah, sure.
I have it in my head. So sorry for the pronunciation. I'm really sorry if I read it wrong. So
No.
yeah, it's
Armin.
somehow okay. So it's
So it's
two
40
more to go.
Yeah, so
2 more to go.
Good luck, everybody.
Mix it again a little bit, and it's really hard to pick just one when you like put your hand in it. You have several in your hand. So
The next
Patrick Nicol. Patrick Nicol. Yes, Patrick Nicol.
one. Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay. And one more to go. So congratulations, and one more to go.
All right.
Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
5
3,
here. So
5,
one
yeah.
more to
So
go.
last one. Good luck. This is your last chance.
Last chance.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, is it one? Okay.
Yeah.
So Sedlak Marek.
Okay, Marek Sedlak. Yes. Okay. I think it's somehow visible. Yes, perfect. So congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you so much
Yeah.
for your contribution. And so what will happen next is that we are going to contact you via email, and you will have 2 weeks to actually confirm if you want to become a Bobbert,
yeah.
because of
You-
course for
you
whatever
don't
reason,
have to, like, yeah.
for whatever reason you can decide not to, and then we would have to hold another raffle and choose somebody else, and then we will actually need your picture,
Yeah.
probably from site, I think.
Yeah, probably from side, like a profile or a half profile, and like we'll tell you in the email about the best quality picture possible, which
Yeah.
is like really better for me to paint from a good picture, no smudged pictures, and good with good light pictures with good light. So yeah.
And you will have to reply very soon because we have the deadline. So actually, by the end of was July. By the end of July, yes.
Yeah.
At the latest, we would have to actually have it finished. So
Yeah.
so it has to be before that.
Yeah. So, but I think it's a lot of time if we send the email in June. So they have
So
like
ideally within those 2 weeks.
yeah
or,
yeah
yeah.
to answer and send some picture, or the best for me is if you send more pictures, because I can figure out your face features if you send even a picture from front, and like several pictures. It's really the best for me. Even if I use just one, it's good for me to see you from front and from profile.
Yeah, let me show it again.
Yeah. I will put the names
Yeah, just
here. So
not back to.
yeah, no, not back.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Perfect.
Yeah, and funny fact, this is actually Masha, our current guitarist and singer or multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so
This would be, and we maybe when you put the video out, you can write the names in the comments somewhere so people can see.
yeah, definitely.
Don't have to go through the whole video to see who won. Okay, so but yeah, as you said, maybe someone wouldn't want to be a Bobbert, so you still have a chance. Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Maybe someone will say no, I don't want to. So
Or you can find those people and convince them.
yeah, not to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to keep this one, probably if someone
That's true. Yeah.
to do it again. Perfect. Yeah. Grazie.
Yeah, so there are some other questions, or at least I can see one, and feel free to ask more.
Yeah.
Because,
Exactly.
if you play live, do you use samples or do you use the original instruments? We mostly use the original instruments, but sometimes we use samples. We had a few shows without the drummer, actually, unfortunately, and there we had samples. But now we have a new drummer, and we'll be playing with live. I would say like 90% of the instruments is live. Also, the vocals, it's actually like many people ask or tell me, oh, that's a really nice effect you have on a, like doing throat singing, but it's not effect, it's actually a technique. And of course there is some reverb, but yeah, it's actual technique. And as for the samples, we use some synths in the background for backing track, and some of the instruments we don't really want to use them live, or it wouldn't be possible because they were sampled in the first place, recorded by us, for example, and then sampled and changed so it fits to for example, underworlds, where no rules are applied.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be a Babert? Exactly. Like, who wouldn't want to? Maybe there is someone like that. Okay.
Yes, somebody said,
Yes.
Lily, greetings, NEMUER. Thank you for your wonderful music. Love how much you spend time on research and productivity on your music. Very inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, there's a question from social media. How long did it take to paint the album cover? Yeah, so it was. It's really hard to say. I was working on it for maybe several weeks, but not continuously, because with oil painting you usually do one layer and you have to let it dry for days, like 2 days, 3 days, and so you keep coming back to the oil painting actually. So it's hard to say, but it took some time, and of course then we were changing some bits on it. So yeah, and for the album cover, another interesting thing, on the back of the album there is this like hallway with water and apophis in it, and the columns, and on the columns the hieroglyphs there, it's actually some spell or something, some prayer, which Michael gave me, and told me this should be on the columns. So I was sitting in front of the canvas and I was repainting the hieroglyphs how it should be, and one by one. So it really means something.
I can actually show the album, I think.
Yeah.
I have one.
But it was really like really hard, and I was really happy that the columns in the back of the hallway are like blurry, so I didn't have to write all the hieroglyphs.
I don't think
it won't be visible right now.
It was in the background.
Yeah,
it's actually. And some people don't see it, but it's exactly. It's one.
It was one canvas. Actually, one large canvas.
No. And actually, I have a follow-up answer to what you said about research and productivity. I just recently went to Egyptology Institute in Prague, and finally had the pleasure and honor to meet with Jiří Janak, Egyptologist who actually helped me a lot at the beginning, with getting the right resources, etc. And of course, great thanks goes to Christian de Wartavan, without whom I wouldn't be able to actually, produce ancient Egyptian lyrics with the pronunciation like newly historically reconstructed.
Yeah.
So I can see a few more questions.
Yeah, another is where can I get the ancient Egyptian lyrics? So this one's on you, I guess.
Yes. Well, the easiest way would be to buy our CD on Bandcamp, because we have both in the physical and digital form, you will automatically get the booklet, and the booklet contains all the lyrics with all the text extracted from the Book of the Dead, and there's translation as well, the original hieroglyphs. But I actually had also this question: where can I get the pronunciation?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good question, I admit. We don't have it in a presentable form now, but stay tuned, and we will eventually share it on our socials and probably on our website. If you join, the best is to join our newsletter, which we have on NEMUER.com, because there you will get like the most important resources and information.
Are you considering, or have you considered AI in your creative process? So may I answer that first? I think sure. It's on you too, because you can in music you can use AI too, I guess. But in the creative process, no, I have not. And actually, when AI emerged, I found out that my brain works very similar to AI, because what I do in my creative process, not only when making this album, but in general, because I'm a professional artist, so I do oil paintings and artworks and sell them, and that's how I make a living. What I do is that my brain absorbs all the colors and things that I see during the day, and then my imagination just pops up out like ideas for new oil paintings. It just really comes like all the time. I have like many ideas every day, so I think it's very similar how AI works in meaning that you feed something to AI and it creates something else. But the difference is, of course, that I take these ideas from a world around me and from the relationships and from the landscape and stuff like that, and AI takes it from other art, which is kind of unethical to me. So I don't want to use it, even for these reasons also. And yeah, so no, I'm not gonna use AI at all, I guess, because I have many of my ideas, and I think for me it's even if I use AI to help me with some, I don't know, like final touches or rendering or something like that, I think it's faster for me to do it like with hands than to use AI. So I don't know if you I don't think you use AI.
No, but I can. I could talk a lot about this, but I'll try to keep it short. So one question would be AI connected to the film creation, and other
Yeah.
would be connected to music.
Yeah.
So for music, I can say directly that I would not want any AI to actually do the work that I love doing. To me, AI would be best to actually replace, menial asks that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes even doing those menial tasks is, I believe, sometimes good because it shows in the whole project.
Yeah.
Like the sweat and the work that you put in
Yeah.
it. I don't know. Maybe it's stupid, but I feel better about it in the end, when I put the effort.
I don't think it's stupid. I think it's cool. And yeah, I think, yeah, as you said, maybe AI incorporated in the process for do some like basic thing that can be done by hand, but you don't want to do them. But like taking AI to do the work we love, to do the art, it's something I don't want to, because we enjoy like making up the ideas and connecting them together, and like making the ideas and coming with something new. And I think it's something artists want to keep.
I can imagine using AI for things that do not matter that much.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some, like technical stuff. There, of course, it makes sense. Like if we were talking about processing of music and some work with frequencies, etc. But not really. Well, it can be art as well, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not the main creative process.
Yeah. So there, of course, it's normal to use software, and AI has been part of it for more than a decade in some form. But yeah.
Yeah, and to me, maybe it's even more far from me, because I basically do mainly really with oil paints and with my hands. So it really took me time to get into digital drawing even. so getting into AI is like a different world to me. I'm happy sitting in front of canvas with oil paints. but yeah, thank you for the question, because it's really a good question these days. Yeah. So good.
What's next?
Yeah, and there's thank you so much for showing me on the subject of the AI. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Happy to hear you relate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I saw you are incorporating the frame drum into one of your projects. Curious how that came about. The frame drum is actually a very great instrument. I'm dabbling with as well. Yeah. Well, I've been fascinated with the instrument for a long time, but never really had time to explore it well. But now that I'm between albums and not actively working on completing an album, I'm in a very very enjoyable part of production, and it's exploring various different instruments. And so I have a bucket list of so many instruments I want to explore, and frame drum was at the very top. So uh, I love that instrument, and I will definitely use it in a next song. And I cannot really talk much about that, but what I can unveil is that I'm working on a new single, and uh, there might be a very important guest that I cannot unveil yet.
Yeah. Yeah, from social media. Do you have any other painting that are Egyptian related? Yeah, well, I don't. I love ancient Egypt, but I do not have many Egyptian related artworks like my artworks, except this project. But currently, I worked on paintings based on Voynich manuscript, which is something that you may know, the mysterious book from 15th century, never decoded, written in mysterious language with drawings of mysterious alien-like flowers. And what I do is that I take the manuscript, the original drawing, which is very simple, and I try to redo it into more realistic way. So how would the flowers look like if they really existed? And I do like oil painting still lifes. So it's something like history related, some history related project I do too. But except that, I do mostly like surrealistic artworks from my imagination. But this Voynich manuscript project is really big too. I had a huge solo show with this in Prague recently, and you can actually check it out on my Instagram, which is Klara Sedlo. So yeah, maybe we can link it below the video then, and you can check out another mysterious history project.
Yeah, I think it's on that note. I think it's actually very courageous of you to actually go for this project, because it's very much different from what you normally do.
Yeah, but I actually really really love still the ancient Egyptian like wall paintings and the art in general, because they think very differently. You know, it's figurative. Of course, there are figures and things, and it's clear what it's depicted there, but the thinking behind that, it's kind of abstract. You know, the important figures are bigger, and you see something from side, something from above, and it's really figurative but still abstract, and it's really captivating. It's amazing how the visual thinking was back then. So I was really into this project from the very beginning.
And I think also, it's much darker because you usually do like very dreamy atmospheres, which I love, by the way. But what we do here has much darker turn.
Yeah, but it's I used to do much darker artworks when I was studying at Academy of Fine Arts, and I was in first and second year of the study, and I did really quite dark things. You don't know, but I did. So this is also quite like the darkness of the project is too related to me. And of course I do right now I do series of painting that are depicting like folk magic and like the magical thinking and witches and wizards and stuff like that, which is also like kind of similar to the underworld and going into the the realm of that and stuff like that. So I'm still going around like magic, ghosts and stuff. So
Very nice.
so mysterious things. So I think it's really related to when you think about it in general, it's really related to my artwork, or to my art.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's another question. Thank you.
Yeah, I read that already.
For your showing.
Yeah, voynich. Yeah. You can really check it out. It's a big project of mine.
Oh yeah, this is a good question. Which platforms will the film be released on first?
Yeah, and that's on you.
Yeah, so very first, it will be, even before it will be released, there will be a physical screening in Prague. And it was actually part of the crowdfunding as one of the rewards, but it's one of the rewards that is still available. So if you decided to actually contribute even now after post-mortem, you can still do it, and you can get to our screening and actually party with the creators and the bigger or with the supporters and people involved. And then of course we will have YouTube premiere, and I think we might do a physical one as well.
Yeah, I think it would be amazing to do so.
I'm not sure about cinema, probably not, but more like
we can do some small cinema probably, like
yeah, maybe it hasn't been decided. Either that, or maybe again a smaller club with a nice atmosphere and good sound and good visuals. But yeah, that is about to be decided yet.
So oh yeah, Katarina shares my Instagram already, so you can check it out. It's over there. And
thank you again for your response. Each musical instrument is a great journey. Your musical journeys have opened a great door. Many thanks for this. Thank you for your words. Thank you so much.
Yeah, perfect.
And we have like about 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So if you have,
it's really well planned. I like it.
If you have any last questions.
Yeah, I hope you consider some small cinema venues. This would be amazing. Yeah, I think too. It would be cool to do some small cinema, but we will see. It's on the brainstorming whether it's possible and what options we have. But yeah, perfect.
Yeah, like we could do it, but probably not. Like repeatedly, more like one-time events.
Yeah, I was also thinking like a first premiere and
film festivals. We are thinking about applying for some, but there might be a problem with the fact that it's combined animation and the live action.
Yeah, but and I think maybe that we are not like a professional film creators. Like I don't know if it plays a role in that, but yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's art, definitely. It's art, but it's also a lot about music.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we can try.
Starting a riff rate and begging with the discussion.
As an artist, has this special project journey been deeper, more or less significant, spiritual perhaps? If so, could you share in what capacity? Yeah, it's hard to say, but every time when I get in touch with some other some other religion or the ancient religion, it is in fact like spiritual, at least interesting, because you learn how the people were thinking about that and stuff like that. So you start to think about it too, like what did they fear, how it was like for them to die, and so it really helps to get when doing the art, to get on some maybe more spiritual level when creating the art. But in fact, I think about these things all the time when I when I study the folk magic. So it's really the same thing. You get into some magical thing, and most of the time it has a lot to do with life and the word afterlife, and so, and I said words starting with D, and I don't know if this will be okay with YouTube, like the not living, because
Yeah,
they're like controlling some words. So
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Live
I hope it will
stream,
be okay.
I think doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
Let me explain. It's about socials limiting our reach if we actually
Yeah.
share anything related to that, which Book of the Dead
Yeah,
obviously is.
it's really tough. Like
Yeah.
the social media are banning it, like not banning, but I guess shadow banning, limiting
very much.
because of the Book of Death. Yeah, so
Yeah, everything related, really, because we also have some amazing pictures from the live shows, which actually, feature our main symbol, bull skull, and any picture with that is, like immediately
yeah,
limited.
yeah. So
But
yeah.
that's sidetracked.
Yeah.
So it's.
Um,
Yeah, so
yeah,
about that question, the spirituality, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
the whole project for me is a spiritual thing. So that would be a long discussion, but yes, that's how it started and that's how it continues. Up for any collaboration with Egypt-minded folks? Yes, of course, and that's actually something that I can unveil. The new single I'm working on is actually again one ancient Egyptian track. So it's like a bonus extra track, and with collaboration with somebody who really loves ancient Egypt very deeply and is also an amazing musician. And we will share more about that soon. So,
Yeah, Rostislav Hubert. So I wish luck with this big film project and wish very big success. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, last question: will there be also Egyptian symbol sigils on such in the film? Yeah, this one's on you as the.
Well, basically, the film will continue in the same way as
yeah.
Gates of Duat did, but we might at least add few more, like the actual text, like the hieroglyphic text. And of course, we always add translation as well. So if you actually saw Gates of Duat and you didn't have the captions on, you do it because otherwise you don't really see the context and you don't know what the track is about. Yeah. So.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you both. Yeah, so we thank you for being here and for supporting the project, of course.
Thank you so
very
much. And we give last 10 seconds.
Yeah, last 10 seconds to ask
for
anything.
last, yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to traveling the journey with you guys. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
So we'll call it a day, and yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. If you have any questions, you can of course go to nemuer.com or comment here or
social media, stuff like that.
And we'll try to get back to you. And yeah, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, and have a nice evening or rest of the day based on where you are.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.